G'day, it's Robbie again. Well, in my last video you would have seen where I picked up a couple of these alloy rims, Toyota rims off the side of the road. And they had some really good tyres on it, perfect size for my trailer, 90% tread, so I put those on the trailer, and now I've got a couple of old rims here that I can cut up for aluminium, good quality aluminium too, it should be. For my backyard metal casting. So to cut this up, I'm going to use a circular saw on it, and maybe I'll cut down to smaller sizes with the metal cutting band, so I'll see how it goes. But one of the viewers sent me a link to a video showing that circular saws do work, and so I'll have a go at it. But anyway, before I cut it up, which will be down the cake a little bit, I have to get my circular saw, my hand circular saw, set up, and I'll show you the saw I'm going to use on this, and I'll explain how I'm going to set it up. So here's the circular saw I'm going to use. It's a handheld one of two that I've got. I've got a really good, high quality, top of the range Makita that I use purely for cabinet making, woodwork, you know, really fine precision stuff. And I've got this old hacker here, which is a cheapie. It's 185mm blade size, and it's 1500 watt. It works good. I use this to cut up solid round stock. Well, before I got the metal cutting band, so I used to use it to do that. I cut up steel plate with it, with friction discs in it. It's a good solid thing. It's got a nice heavy cutting plate. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good. And yeah, this is a rough and ready old thing. Gets held, dished out to it, but it always comes back for more. And this is one of the blades. This is the blade I normally have in it for just doing it, cutting through old pallets and stuff like that for firewood. You can see some of the carbide tips have gone missing. There's another one there gone missing. That one there don't look too good. That one's all chipped. It's had a hell of a hard time. So, but for this job, we won't be using this blade. Seeing as we're cutting aluminium, we want a fairly fine blade. So I'm going to be using a 40 tooth blade, brand new one, but it's only a budget one. And I'll show you the blade I'm going to use. So here we have 3 carbide tip saw blades, suitable for Makita, Black & Decker. Here's the 40 tooth blade I'm going to use, brand new, never been used, and it's suitable for Black & Decker. Yeah, sure. So here's the centre arbor that goes on there, which fits this blade. It's got a bigger dimension on the other side, so you flip it over. And when I go to fit it in here, of course, wouldn't you know it? Yeah, it fits Black & Decker, pig's ass. The hole's not big enough in the disc, so basically, hang on, I've got to knock out centre. Hang on, I might be leading you astray here. Let's see if that centre will knock out. Alright, I might have to eat my words here. I might have been a bit hasty on this. Let's see what happens. Not real sure on this. Does that knock out? I can't press it out either. Damn. Even that does come out. Get a big socket on it. Well, after much swearing, cursing, this blade has been used by the look of it. I must have used this in my other saw, and that's actually a wear mark. I thought that might be a press out sleeve, but it's not. I tried hammering it and it didn't move. And I looked at the other blades and they haven't got any centre in them, a sleeve, so that must be a mark from where I've used it in the Makita. So what now? It won't fit. Well, this is where the cheap Chinese lathe will have to come into play. You can't beat a good old cheap Chinese lathe, and I'm just going to machine the centre out on the saw blade. And to do that, this will be putting my lathe at the maximum swing. I'll use the 4-jaw chuck because that's the biggest. That's a 6-inch chuck. The chuck that comes with it with the lathe, the standard is a 5-inch. So we'll set it up and we'll machine it out, and hopefully the Chinese lathe will save the day. Isn't this typical though? You buy stuff, you know, oh yeah, it'll fit, no worries. Yeah, righto. Okay, we'll move on. Right, so now all we have to do is centre it and do the middle, take the middle out. Close, but I'm going to have to use a long boring bar on this. Normally I centre this by bringing in the live centre onto it. We might have enough travel, or we may not. We'll just see how we haven't got a long enough stroke. But normally you centre it on there and makes it a lot easier, but in this case I'll have to use an indicator on it. Oh well, that's life. So I've centred the saw with a test indicator, so now it's just a matter of getting the boring bar and do the business on it. Just open out the hole a bit. These are good, these cheap little, once again, Chinese test indicators. That's all you need, they do the job, and yeah, $30 I think they are. They're not very much, but they're damn handy. As you can see, this little lathe, this 10-inch swing, and yeah, with a 6-inch 4-jaw, it does this quite easily. That's a 7 1/4 inch blade. What's that? 184 mil. So that goes in the jaws, no problem. So now I'll just get a boring bar and carbide. I'll use carbide on this and just open that hole out. Easy peasy. It's a carbide tip. Does this pretty easy. Now we're right. That's perfect. Perfecto. So there you go, that cheap little Chinese lathe saves the day. And I can put that in my Black & Decker. And when the weather cools down, and it's not the weekend, I'll saw up the aluminium rim. So we'll put her in and see how she fits. Okay. I deburred the back of it on the linisher, just put it on the rollover on the linisher, and clip in, nice tight job. And now it's a matter of put it back together. Get the direction right. Ha! Oh, would you believe it? Now it's fouling the bloody guard. Shit. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. See if we'll pull up. Unbelievable. It might pull away from it. God damn it. I think it will just clear it, that's all. Stupid bloody guard flopping, that's the trouble. Oh, it does clear. So it's going to do a bit of aluminium removal when I start it, I think. God, bloody typical. Nothing ever bloody fits properly when it should. This is going to be a tad noisy, I think. Bloody power pulled that one. Well, there you go, it fits. It does now anyway. Isn't that typical though? You know, you buy stuff that's supposed to go on, doesn't look like it'll ever go on in a million bloody years, and then 184mm blade, which this is supposed to take, is right on the limit as far as this thing's concerned. So, but it's a good saw, and it will go through that aluminium rim like a hot knife through butter, I expect. But there you go. Another day in the workshop. Just shows you, you know, some days it doesn't pay to get out of bed. Okay, that's it from me. See you next time. Cheers.